And welcome in live here from the Edge on John Street in Bensenville, Illinois. It's the first of 3 games today on a hectic Saturday as we near the end of the BLL regular season. But still, after all this time, it's just the first meeting between these two teams here in 2026. The Madison Milkmen will be taking on the Naperville Bobcats. Hello, everybody, and happy to have you along for this marathon here that will go from now until just about 6:30 p.m. or so. We've got 3 great games coming your way, starting with this opener, an unpredictable one. 2 benches that look relatively short, but we're seeing some great talent out there as well as some veteran talent out there for Madison. They've got Dylan Isaacson, who's going to be their goalie. Bruce Fougere on the other end, the former Portager now turned Bobcat manager, is ready to go on his end. It's just one of those games where you can't wait for it to be played. You don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely, Luke. As we mentioned, the Bobcats looking for their first win on the season, and a little bit short in the numbers game, but that really hasn't posed that big of an issue, especially given the circumstance today.
So Talon Luttrell and Tim Martino will be the starting face-off battle. And Martino looked to have won the clamp. He was wrangled up, but will play on, and Madison's right into attacking territory. Bruce Fougere will be put to the test today. He makes an early save.
Good save right there by Fougere. That was an open look for the Milkmen.
Walsh plays across, just misses on Hayes, and it'll be very interesting to see the marathon-type approach that will be brought in from Naperville. This is a team with 6 guys total as it stands, and they left space out in front, but Fougere stonewalls another. That's Hogendorf, who goes up top for Gavin Williams. Recently transferred to Edgewood University, came from Franciscan. That ball bounces out. Martino will just progress right into attacking territory. Martino, one-on-one action. Scoops down below into the corner and will settle things down. And I think, just thinking logically, Christian, you're a lacrosse player. We've both played lacrosse. When you've got 6 guys in the box game, you would expect a lot of this. Get into the offensive end, get structured up, because you're trying to catch your breath at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, typically you want to push in transition, but being down in numbers.
And this one goes too far. It's a shot clock violation right before Singleton could pull the trigger.
Yeah, being down in numbers, you want to establish your offense and get your guys a little bit of rest in game if that's possible.
So now Madison on the move, 2-2 on the season. They should have played 5 games up to this point, but 1 game was canceled. Not knowledgeably a forfeit to one side or another, so 2 wins and 2 losses. This is their first game since the 25th of July. So 2 weeks to the date, as it's now carried ahead.
Yeah, that's a lot of time off in between games as well.
Here's Noah Walsh. He'll need to be big today, and that one just flutters into the far side. Good pressure here by Harris. Bodying up on the wall against what looks to be Hayes falling to a knee. Kai Hayes now peels out of the pile and gets it up top for Singleton. He'll go from distance. That misses the net. Defensive start to this one, and another shot clock violation. That's already 2 for Naperville.
And I was about to say, if you're the Bobcats, you can almost live with that. That's a decent look right there by Singleton.
Brandon Singleton, former Portager, got a couple of those guys on this team, including their keeper and Bruce Fougere, who played their first couple of years with the Portagers. Then when this Naperville team came to birth, transitions were made. Guys went from the brown and red to the black and silver. There's a cause turnover there. Now Braden Body will carry it through the middle.
Seen a few slippages early on in this game.
Yeah. This is the 2nd game we have broadcasted here. I think it's only the 3rd or 4th game in general. We missed the opener due to just not having our equipment on time as your Singleton from distance. That one stopped. But I did not recall too much slipping in the Chicago-Naperville game back in early July. Here comes a crashing look for Talon Luttrell, and Madison's on the board first.
And we were talking about numbers. That's just a number game right there. The Bobcats get caught in transition, and the Milkmen able to take advantage.
Oh, there he is, Mike Wooden. Let's go.
Halftime interview?
Absolutely.
Perchance, I'm down. Late arrival, Mike Wooden's coming into the game. Those who were back for the first game here, we interviewed him at half. That was a blast. Super fun to talk to.
Wooden's just has a great personality.
And I completely apologize. On that first goal, by the way, it was actually Cooper Caritas. So this is Talon Luttrell, and he almost finds himself on the board. Same helmet, same gloves. Can throw you off at times. And Singleton's cherry picking ahead of the play here. Singleton, fast break opportunity. Didn't like his angle, although a pretty good one. And now it's Walsh. Wooden right in there, setting a screen, creates a chance, but Isaacson makes the stop.
And look at the immediate impact by Mike Wooden as soon as
Let's
he
go.
takes the floor.
And there it is.
Sitting at a big screen, and look at that.
Pocketed home in front. And just like that, we are tied.
A burst of energy off the bench. Wooden gives the Bobcats.
Kind of just see the body language all around already, and thumbs up all around, making sure everybody's good on breath. Remember, you get 2 timeouts a half, so I think Bruce Fugere is going to use those strategically when his guys need a break, and presumably you don't need one too early. 10:20 and counting left here in the first. Madison now threatening. Fed to the near side, and that's a good look there, but it won't go. How about a low one? Fugere stops that one as well. Picked up by Martino, and they'll start back up. Timos Lieslow on the good try. Swim move now by Braden Body. Up top for Olsen, who wore 22 last time. He's wearing 27 today. Trying to set a screen here. Kai Hayes is being pressured, but it does not matter. He evades by Harris and puts it home, and now Naperville has their first lead.
What an absolute run right there by Kai Hayes. Doing it all himself, avoiding a few defenders, and great shot placement right there. I know as a lacrosse player, and you too, Luke, our coaches always preach bounce shots are the ones that get you, and that was what Hayes did right there.
Kai Hayes with some great box lacrosse experience in his resume. There's usually the stipulation with some of the young players that come to this league. Can they adapt to the box game after playing field a good majority of their time? And Kai has done it so well. You see the USA sticker on his box helmet.
Yeah, it's not an easy transition for players to make.
And how about this? Walsh turning on the Jets. Keeps the ball in his pocket and shovels it just wide of the goal. That's where you got to be careful if you're Walsh, because you just sprinted up that floor, and now you have to track back as well. No need to have odd numbers coming the other way. Settled down by Luttrell. Good save by Fugere. The other way, Hayes trying to spin free. Trickles its way to Isaacson.
What a pass that would have been if it worked out.
Short clear from Isaacson. We talked to Bruce Fugere before the game. He talked about how the ceiling's so low here. You got to really be careful. Play it like a line drive on some of these clears with that goalie stick, because that thing can have high trajectory if you just lift it up the slightest angle.
Yeah, and that's harder than it sounds.
Yeah.
Not being able to loft a pass as a goalie, that's a challenging feat you have to overcome playing in a stadium like this.
So we'll go down to the corner. Tim Martino will pick it up. escapes from Caritas. Caritas now sharp angle, just couldn't overhand it. Good collection. Walsh has to avoid his own crease here, and now he'll dart ahead. A lot of back and forth so far. Walsh going down Broadway takes not one but two checks, trying to cut his way down the middle, and then he picks up his own rebound.
Yeah, Walsh saw an open lane and took it, but that closed really quick. Good closeout by the Milkmen.
Couple of cutters and never a successful pass. And it is trouble the other way. A chance in all alone. And that's all he needed. Well done there by Trenton Hogendorf, the second-year Madison player, who gets Madison their second goal.
As you said, Hogendorf had nothing but green in front of him. Well, I guess in this instance, gray, one-on-one with Bruce Fougere. And Fougere, as good as he is, that's a tough play to make for anybody.
Never easy on the fast break, especially when you get the fakes and the mental games going. 2-2 now. Mike Wooden at face-off duty. It was originally Martino, but he's watching from the bench at the moment. And all of a sudden you look up, there are three guys on the Naperville bench, so it looked to have been Keegan Townsend that joined the pile as well. Mike Wooden recently into the game. He's defending right now. Switch on the screen. Shot goes wide, and Karam's off the high glass. Got a good chase here. Townsend trying to make his impact felt to his late arrival. Just defended by Luttrell down the corner and gives it off to Walsh. A prolific Division III scorer in field lacrosse, Noah Walsh. Starts a dodge, goes down low, but so does Isaacson, on the save. Not going to see much of a press from either side. It's going to be a very easy entry into the offensive end. Unless you're willing to burn the tank. Here's Jared Yarworth. Yarworth opening up, skips it across, escapes.
We've seen the Bobcats come out in a man defense. Obviously in box cross it's a little bit different, but you do wonder if they have thought of maybe switching to a zone given the numbers they're working with today.
Caritas down low, and that is a beautiful shot from Liam Walker. To some visiting cheers here in Bensenville.
As you said, Lou, great shot by Walker. Was able to make a nice little split dodge, get himself an open look, and drain it home.
3 unique goal scorers already for the Milkmen. Hogendorf, Walker, and Caritas. We talked about how short Naperville's bench is looking, but that's not to say that Madison hasn't traveled with light numbers as well. Looking from this angle, I want to assume there's 4 on their bench. Might be 5. Good pass across. It's Williams now as that one deflects around off the save. Radoslaw looked up at the clock. Now a cutting option. BTB shot from Caritas denied. And Fougere answers with a BTB clearing pass of his own. Not at all sarcastic there. Brandon Singleton, he can pick up pace. Look at him go to goal. Isaacson makes the stop. What a great start from Dallin Isaacson. And if you've been watching the Box Lacrosse League the last couple of years, Madison has not had the best defense. They've really struggled. They've allowed so many 20-plus goal games. This one bouncing around. That one hit the back of the net. That's a good goal. No better angle than right back here.
Just a little dribbler that makes its way past Fougere. Fougere was looking for a minute. I think he lost it. Barely tiptoes his way into the back of the net. The Milkmen take a 2-goal lead now.
Harris against Martino this time at the dot. We're going to get For as slim as numbers we have, we're already having a couple of unique face-off battles. Walsh now sweeps right by and answers right back. And that's what Noah Walsh can do. Bruce Fougere talking about his importance on the team before the game, and it's simply shown on the floor.
And that's what you like to see. You win a face-off, and you push the pace right away. Catch the defense off guard, maybe just a little bit, and it ends up in a goal for the Bobcats.
For Naperville, they have not won a game this season. Now would be quite the time. You've got Madison today. I mean, this is deemed as a winnable game for the Bobcats. Don't be fooled by their defeated record. And then you've got the Fort Wayne Rivermen tomorrow, and that's a senior B team. Not a bad senior B team. They were impressively good in a couple of games last year. This year, not as powerful, it seems, and we'll see the numbers that they bring in traveling here on the road, but looks like Yarworth has his fan section, and he just BTBs it out of play. Smiling that one off. I think Madison wanted to say that one was playable, but I mean, technically it was, but it really wasn't. It hit the North Stars Hockey Club banner up above the glass, and anything above the glass is deemed unplayable, usually. Braden Body just completely lost the ball. Good recollection, though. Throws it off the helmet of Williams, and he's got it again. Singleton, 4 seconds to shoot. He's got to get one off. Now he does, and it caroms around, and they're going to run out of time. Third shot clock violation for Naperville.
You see Singleton right there just trying to impose his will. He's a buff dude. And just pushing the Milkmen defender off of him, able to get a shot. Goes just wide, and as Luke said, shot clock violation, but we like to see the physicality amping up as the game goes on.
That one bounces just wide and out of play. Crashing Martino is able to tie up this game at 4 with just over 2 minutes left in the first.
Yeah, and what a move right there by Martino. A couple fakes. Gets Isaacson jumping. He's got an open net to finish on. Some nifty work right there by Martino. Wins the faceoff, fakes the back, behind the back pass, and just couldn't finish it home.
Whistled back in is Naperville. Walsh trying to shake and bake. Doesn't look like it's going to be too easy to get by Luttrell here. So down low for Hayes. Kai Hayes crashing forward, dives forward, just can't finish.
We don't really see a lot of X-Men work in box lacrosse right there. Kai Hayes running X, trying to wrap around the crease, just closed off on real well by the Milkmen.
Yeah, it's a great point you make, and you need reach to be able to really finesse below the goal here in box. Name I like to think of with his occasional wraparound goals, Kevin Signar. He's actually in the building watching this game right now before the Portagers are in action for 2 in a row. Good pass in front, but that's Madison's first shot clock violation on their end. Martino up for Singleton. Wooden, glue guy, sets that screen.
Yeah, Wooden just sprinting down the length of the court to set a big screen in. It really is very useful, especially when you can get a good shot look out of it like Singleton did.
Backdoor feed, good look for Yarworth, and it just hit the pipe silently. And right back up in this north-south edition is Martino, faking the pass. Now he gives it just out of reach for Wooden. Wooden now repossesses. And that will do it on the first here. And what a great start to this one. 4-4 after 15 minutes. Hope you've enjoyed it so far. And hop back in the live chat. We'd love to hear your comments, thoughts, reactions. I know it's early today. We'll get more viewers as the day progresses, I assume, but not a bad first for either side. We talked about how offensive and sometimes defensively weak Madison can be, but they respond with their offense. You can see that. We've got 8 goals after 15 minutes. I mean, we're on pace for a 16-16 game, and it's not like the goalies are playing bad either.
No, you're 100% right. Fugier and Isaacson have both made terrific saves today, but just some high-paced action, which is a little bit surprising.
That's exactly what I was about to ask you. I was like, are you surprised by the fast pace of the game so far? We said we were going to expect so much more of the structured offense, and there hasn't been much of it other than a few shot clock violations, just lengthy possessions.
Yeah, I mean, I personally am a bit surprised because given the numbers we've been chatting about, regardless of that, the Milkmen and the Bobcats have decided to push in transition and push on the offensive side of the ball. You usually see them set up an offense, get a couple of cuts, passes, but early on it's been one guy trying to take it to the net, and it's worked for both teams.
Fresh 15 about to be on the board here. I would assume both teams are going to take advantage of these breaks. Why not? Short numbers, long game for Madison. It's going to be one heck of a marathon. You've got this one and then Chicago up next at 2 p.m. So you go from, you know, a Naperville team that's got some really good names out there today to a Chicago team that always has good names out there. They're 6-0 on the season. They're trying to cap off on an undefeated regular season. See if they do that before they go off into the BLL Harvest Classic in late August. So excited to say that we will have broadcast coverage for that tournament in Iowa City, and hilariously enough, I'm going to the University of Iowa, so
yeah, it works out perfect.
Convenient to be the voice of the tournament there, and excited to see what these teams bring. I want to see what the Colorado teams bring. Rocky Mountain's always good, along with a couple of others. These are two teams that struggled in the Harvest Classic last year in Colorado at Foothills Fieldhouse. Both went 0-2 and were eliminated in double elimination style. Madison really used to be a struggling club. They have slowly evolved and gotten better and better. It's just always a test of, can they be better than Milwaukee here in the conference? Because those top two are hard to get. Walker looking for a second, and that one rattles off the pipe. Williams recollects. Shot clock reset. Backdoor feed, Walker. And once again, Walker is not far from a good finish. Here is Harris now, and he almost did just that. Yarworth repossessing. Shot clock is back at 30. Skip pass down near the line. Worked up for Williams. He'll go from distance. A save there. And it's brought down by Martino, who just one-hands a pass for Singleton.
Some good looks right now for the Milkmen as they possess the ball well on offense.
And now the other way, Kai Hayes out of the play. He's on a fast break. Hayes, little fake and a great finish. Got Isaacson to bite to his left and then threw it on the open side on the far post. That's the second goal for Hayes.
One-on-one with the goalie is always in favor of the attacking player. Hayes gets it done with a nice little head fake, too. Celebrates jumping into the boards here.
Active collegiate player. He actually played at Fremd High School. Christian and I played at Palatine High School. And if you know anything about this area of lacrosse, you might know that Fremd and Palatine are rivals in every sport. And
not only that, his dad was the coach at
yeah,
Palatine High School.
His dad now the head coach. This will be his first year. Skipped ahead. Here comes Hayes. Has he got the hat trick in him already? He almost did. Shoveled it just wide.
Took a big hit right there at the end of the play. Still down.
Those are going to wear on you throughout this type of game where you're on the floor about 80% of the time as Hayes throws a smile towards us. Here's Williams. Williams right down the middle. Save Fugere. Good body work by Keegan Townsend, who just scrapes it aside. And now we get a whistle. I think we've got a penalty coming. I think everybody thought it was a progressive play, but no, it is a penalty, so we're going to stop it here, and it's Caritas who goes to the box. Looked like a slash from back here. We're on the other end, so couldn't swear by it, but looked that way. And now Naperville's got the first man-up opportunity for either side, and it comes with just over 12 minutes left to go here.
This is really where you see an offense swing the rock, especially when they're man up.
No kidding. Noah Walsh right on cue off a beautiful pass from Hayes. That's a sharp angle to work with, and Walsh simply just does not care.
Yeah, absolutely. I was about to say the same exact thing, almost parallel with the right post of the net. Tough angle. Walsh still able to drain it. I'm just going to put the Bobcats up 2.
Took 10 seconds to score on that man up. They're now 1 for 1.
A little surprising, too. The first penalty of the game comes in the second quarter.
Right. Look at this from Walsh. Blocked off. BTB maybe not the best decision there, as he looks like he had Williams beat and then just went behind his back, which worsened his opportunity. Hayes now for Walsh. 5 to shoot. Walsh tries, and Isaacson makes a stop. Harris has to watch his tail here. He's aware. But can he survive? Over and back. And now Naperville will take it back in. This is more of the settling we expected. We have not gotten much of it in this game. Walsh again. Isaacson got a piece of it. Singleton. Isaacson makes another save.
As you said, that's more of the offense we expected, and that's a good possession, even though they don't come up with a goal. A couple of screens and good shots on target, too.
And now the other way it goes. Thrown wide by Radoslaw. One back by Williams in the corner. Yarworth. He thought about it. Now darts ahead. Shoots one on and bounces back around. Shot clock reset. Yarworth. Radoslaw back in front. Williams on a tic-tac-toe play, just can't complete it. Williams has it again with a fresh 30 on the board.
That was a good cut right there by Williams. He got himself open.
Now it just looks like everybody's exhausted. So what will Williams do? Just snipe the bottom right corner. That is huge for Madison. That possession felt like it was about to go to waste. Nobody really moving around. Everybody needed a breath. And they get that desired breath after they put it in the back of the net.
And a great shot, as you said, Luke. Williams sniping bottom right corner. That's a tough shot, especially with a closing out defender in your face.
I mean, we've got the replay screen up here. That did not look open. I mean,
No.
Fugier's got his left leg right there.
That was
impressive.
Yeah, perfect placement.
I went over to the Madison bench and just confirming on some things. When Gavin Williams was at Franciscan University, they had him listed as a long stick midi. And he goes, hey, actually I'm O-mid. I see why he's an offensive midi now. Hey, don't get mad at me. Get mad at the website. But now an O-mid at Edgewood. Another D3 school thrown out in front. Here's Walsh spinning around, trying to twist it towards an Isaacson. Just falls back, and it's
Underneath
under
his
his left leg. So it's not going to count. I don't think there's been a name in the BLL that I've called in my life more than Dylan Isaacson. He's just the handyman of this team. He's always there. I don't think they've ever had a different goalie in every game, at any game I've done.
Yeah, he's a workhorse.
He's actually a native of Nevada. Not a bad look there for Lane Keisley. Followed up Yarworth. Third season with Madison. It feels like more. I guess maybe the one name I've called more is Brian Larson, who's the current Chicago goalie, but he was the Milwaukee goalie before he came to Chicago a few years ago, and Yarworth just absolutely put a hole in the net.
Yeah, 2 back-to-back snipes right now for the Milkmen to even this game up. And that was a beautiful shot. Almost deja vu for the 5th goal of this game. That puts number 6 on the board for the Milkmen.
6 unique goal scorers as well. Nobody has 2. Williams, Hogendorf, Dedrick, Harris, Walker, and Caritas.
That is impressive, especially given a day like today. Everybody
right?
sharing the rock, sharing the love.
It's a team that needed depth. They are now missing Caden Brunson off the roster. He was such a huge piece the last couple of years. Now Williams might have a chance ahead. Williams just trotting forward. They've got numbers, given across and put wide by Hogendorf. It's one like you feel you got to have it there.
Yeah.
3-on-1.
As soon as I see the 3-on-1, that just takes me back to the 3-man weave days, and that was executed almost to perfection. Just came up short without a goal.
3-man weave. Good pull.
You remember that, Drew?
Yeah. I mean, heck, at Penguins, we'd run it every time.
Yeah.
Those of you that don't know, before we played at Palatine High School, Christian and I played at Penguins, which no longer exists, sadly, but it's actually going through my room, found an old Penguins jersey, tried to put it on. It almost barely fits me, which just goes to show you how much I have not grown throughout the years. I started playing in 3rd grade. That jersey's probably from 6th, maybe 7th grade. Yeah, I knew that was coming, but here comes the pass for Harris. Harris somehow able to twist his body forward, but missed the crossbar. Hail Mary pass ahead. It's Walsh, 1-on-1, sweeping by Walker. Walsh bodying his way to the goal, and he draws a penalty. Respect between the two after the call, but they're still going to give Walker the penalty nonetheless.
Yeah, Walsh has a very strong lower body. He had a defender draping over him the whole time as he's crashed in the net. Still able to get a shot off and draw the penalty.
So it took Naperville 10 seconds to score on that first man up. How long does it take it here, or do they just not score? We'll see. And a timeout called by Naperville. So Bruce Fugere will bring his guys in, try to draw something up after a very successful first man advantage opportunity. Looking at the stream stats right now, I'm very glad everything's working well. Because let me tell you, we were panicking a little bit before the start of this one. God bless Xfinity Wi-Fi. Huge help. And I mean, I was expecting the quality to look bad. It looks great.
Yeah, from what we could see, it looks crystal clear.
Hey, 720 for what we were expecting, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
720p.
A little eavesdropping I'm doing on Bruce Fugier as he talks to the Bobcats, but they don't want to take a shot right away as we expected. They want to maybe kill some clock and look for a good shot instead of forcing a bad one. Especially when you're man up, you're able to do so.
Yeah, you kind of feel maybe they'll try to curious what draws the line of, okay, I have such a good chance early in the possession, I should go get it. I mean, you have to be right square in front of the net, I'd assume.
Yeah.
So they're just about in a box and one. More of an umbrella, should I say. Olsen's at the top. It was Hayes to Walsh from one side of the goal line extended to the other side. Walsh is up higher on this one. Presumably rotation to be made. We'll see. Confirmation with Dahlin Isaacson, and now we are back underway. Olsen is trying to bait them into sliding over, but maybe Bruce was a little too loud. No biting so far from Madison. Now Hayes, he'll shoot. Save Isaacson. And then he jumped over and Singleton jumped on it. What a weird developing play, and already Naperville's 2 for 2 on the man up.
And that's just being at the right place at the right time. We see Kai Hayes takes a shot, Singleton able to rebound it and knock it home for the Bobcats.
That's great awareness by Singleton. He's locked up with somebody in front and just sees that ball drop from the save and immediately pounces on it. Don't look now at the score if you have bad maturity. You know, last year we'd be having a field day with that.
Oh, absolutely.
Has it really been a year?
It has.
Jeez. Here's Walsh while falling. You know, it's funny, in the local rivalry between Naperville and Chicago, I feel like Walsh is one of those players where Chicago and Bailey Smith looks at him, or even Kevin Signar, who's here, looks at it and says, oh gosh, I wish we picked him up. Wish we got him to come to Chicago, because he's just been a force today. I mean, he looks like he'd even stick out on Chicago's roster right now.
He's that jolt of energy you need on a team.
This Naperville team just needs a jolt in general. 0-5, trying to win their first game. Townsend just isn't allowed to move right now. They're trying to say he has his foot over the midline, I want to say. And just weirdly redirects out. Whatever happened there. Good feed driving attempt, and that one's through. They finally look to have a multi-goal score. Just waiting to confirm. I do believe that is Talon Luttrell. So wait, maybe not. Thought for a second it might have been Caritas. And no, it's Luttrell. 7 unique goal scorers.
7 different goal scorers. What a stat.
Here comes Walsh looking for another. Feeds for Hayes, and he just couldn't corral it. Jared Yarworth. Hesitant on moving the ball here. Now he drives inside. Save made. There was a rebound, but it's collected by Naperville. Just about 4.5 left here. They are tracking shots, which is not always usual in venue, as Hayes just got rocked down
Yeah,
low.
another hard closeout. That's the second he's taken of the game. Signals to the ref he's fine, though.
Shots 13 and 9 in favor of Naperville at the moment. Opening up, Luttrell trying to be the first multi-goal scorer for Madison, and it won't happen. Seven tie game here as we're in the waning moments of the first half, and we've been treated to a good one so far. Martino trying to evade from Williams. Singleton looks at the shot clock, sees 7, throws it on goal. And a save from Isaacson.
And Singleton's had a couple of those long shots today. And they're good looks, especially with the shot clock winding down.
Here's Williams, just wide. Had Fugere beat on that far side post. Good battle here. Keegan Townsend now carries it ahead. Walker on his case. Flings it back, and now they can catch their breath. Halfway through the possession. Townsend will shoot right at us. Forget the over and back. It's just a chance right away. Carita's all alone. Save made by Fugere. Walker and Singleton were glued. Had a 4-4 first quarter, and with under 3 minutes to go, we've got a 3-3 second now for a 7-7 game. Shots are very close too. There's another one to Madison's behalf, but stopped by Fugere. That's what we're talking about, that clear pass.
Yeah.
And does pop back in play, but not before going over the glass, hitting the ladder, bouncing back off the netting, and coming back into play, and they just play with it good as new.
Difficult pass that Fugere has to make under these circumstances.
Here comes Williams. What a beautiful play. He just lays flat.
Almost an and one for Williams right there. He took a big shot at the end. Still able to get it home and put his team up 1 now.
There it is, first multi-goal score. Williams his second. It only took them till their 8th goal. That was a great dodge to get things started. Behind the back move. That might be my favorite celebration of the season so far. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you.
Now you don't count. This is your, what, first game, right?
It's the best celly I've seen today.
It's true. It's true.
I don't know. Maybe the jump into the boards that Hayes had.
We need a wooden goal where he does that. Oh my gosh, that'd be cinema.
Yeah, that would feed families.
Carita just wide. Now Walker floating one across. Fugere just scoops it up. Great save, and out with numbers comes Kai Hayes in all alone. Hayes, that same move, but now Isaacson has him read. A tremendous stop just with the edge of his jersey.
Almost deja vu right there for Hayes as another one-on-one fast break. And like Luke said, tried the same head
Might have
fake.
another one. Keegan Townsend this time. Is it his turn? No. Same look. They're going for that stick side of Isaacson. Just cannot get the shot off fast enough, and Isaacson's able to read it.
Yeah, 2 terrific back-to-back saves for Isaacson. Now, that's hard to do on fast break one-on-one opportunities.
Some people don't realize how much space box lacrosse goalies truly have to cover, especially in moments like that, because both looks there from Hayes and Townsend. The net was open.
Yeah, you see the big pads, but there is a lot of space that you have to cover.
Walsh switches hands. Another save, Isaacson. It's bouncing up in the air and brought down safely by Radoslaw. Dylan Isaacson has stopped 3 straight fast breaks in the last minute as time trims down here on the first half.
What
a statement.
Yeah, what a way to end the half for the Milkmen. Up a goal, and Isaacson with 3 beautiful saves on 2 being those fast breaks.
So Madison wins the first half per se, but we got plenty of action left to go. 30 up. Next in the third and fourth combined. We'll catch things back here in just a moment on the Chicago Portagers YouTube channel for a matchup between the Naperville Bobcats and Madison Milkmen.
Warm-up is the key.
All right, we're back here. And we got a halftime interview. We've got Mike Wood in here. Brandon Singleton might join us as well.
He's walking over.
Just got a couple of questions for you guys after that first. You are drenched in sweat, so there's a reason he's holding it like a microphone. And Singleton hopefully will do the same.
Up?
Glad to have you guys here. That was a very fun first half. Probably for me and Christian in general, the most fun we've had calling the half this season. Good back and forth. We expected more of a structural offense from both sides, but you guys are just north-south attacking. What do you look to change going into that second?
I mean, offensively, we definitely a little bit more freestyle that first half than we probably wanted. So the second half, probably going deeper into that shot clock a little bit, finding our good looks versus just settling for like our first shot, because I think we settled a lot on offense. when we moved the ball is when we tended to get some goals. So definitely second half, taking more time on the shot clock, looking for better shots.
Defensively, man, we just got to communicate better. Too many times on the backside, we're getting slipped, which is going to happen when you have low numbers. Guys get tired, but that's where the communication comes in because you have to communicate in order to save the energy. So as far as defensively, that's really what we have to just do better at. Other than that, I think we're holding our own. Low numbers, you just got to conserve energy as much as you can.
Yeah, and you think about on their end, do you imagine they maybe have a mentality of, hey, we're trying to win this one, but we've also got another game to play right after too. Do you feel like that plays a huge advantage to you guys?
I think a little bit in the sense that like we have a little probably more energy in the tank we can use because this is our only game today. So definitely if we keep this game close, they're going to have to decide how much energy they can spend in this game versus maybe conserving a little bit and being ready for the rest of their day. So that hopefully comes up to play in the second half.
Yeah, and hopefully that benefits our offense because on defensively, that's where you try to really conserve. So I would say that if we're going to see any difference, it's going to be on their defensive side, maybe not pressing out as much. So if we can continue to run up and down like we are, that's definitely going to benefit us in the long run.
Last question for you. How much more of the wooden screen singleton shot duo are we going to get here in the second?
That was the first shift of the game, buddy.
I mean, I'll take it. Hopefully I get a couple more. I mean, I got to probably change up my shot selection a little bit. They're starting to read on my cues, so hopefully a little bit change up, but definitely could use some more hard picks from Wooden.
Yeah, I mean, just not even just me, just anybody. I mean, that's one thing I think we're not doing well on offense is we're all kind of just waiting for each one to take their shot as opposed to creating an offense for each other. So maybe my goon ass has to get out there and, push some people around.
All right, sounds good, fellas. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks,
Thank
Jorden.
you guys.
Of course. We've got second half action coming just up next here. Welcome back here for the second half. We've got Naperville and Madison in one heck of a game. 15 total goals in the first 30 minutes with 30 left to go. Christian Courtney alongside me. My name's Luke Jorden. We've got Rad Gorz, our producer. Nate Royer, cameraman. Same four will be rotating a little bit, but happy to be with you all day. We've got 3 games today. This one right now, 2 p.m., it is Madison playing again against Chicago. And then it's Chicago playing again against Fort Wayne. The Rivermen. We've actually never done a Rivermen game, so that will be exciting for the first time. I can tell you what, we've seen this Madison team time and time again. This is the 3rd meeting between Naperville and Madison, and when Madison goes and takes on Chicago, it'll be the 13th. So we've seen them a time or two.
Definitely some familiar faces on both sides of the ball.
And that includes the goaltending battle. Bruce Fougere, Dolan Isaacson, only goalies dressed for today on each side. Will go back to their respective goals. Wonder if we'll get some good goalie moments with Bruce Fougere. We Portager's game, first one we did back here in early July. I think it was on the 1st of July. Somebody missed a shot like really bad on Naperville, and Brian Larson, who's the Chicago goalie, just comes over the post after they exit, and he goes, I don't know how you even missed that shot from there, with some colorful language in there, but diving attempt won't go. Crease violation to get things started.
Always a good time with these goalies. They have bright personalities.
Vibrant, yeah, absolutely. There's Mike Wooden defending. We just talked to him and Brandon Singleton at the half. If you left us during the half, you should go back and check that out when you get a chance. Fun little interview with the two. Driving chance. Yar with a couple of fakes, and he scores. Yarworth fans reuniting. It's 9-7 Madison.
Yeah, great job right there by Yardworth. A couple fakes, but he draws Fougere to the left side and reverses back and shoots it opposite side. And a nice goal to open up this 3rd quarter for the Milkmen.
Falston, Maryland native. This is his 4th year with the Milkmen. He's got his guys in baby blue off to a nice start here. Martino does win the following faceoff.
Are you a fan of these baby blue uniforms for the Milkmen?
I like them. Yeah, it's my favorite color, so it's hard not to like them.
Yeah. I don't think you
I
can
think
really
the
mess
coolest
up.
thing, the longer tenure guys have the helmets with the cow patches on them. Those are sick.
Yeah, that's hard.
Probably my favorite little detail in any uniform in the league. At least in the East. Good save by Fougere. I'll get a look of a lot more of the West ones in Iowa City. Here's a lengthy shot. Fougere is down to make the stop. Olsen picks up. Just launches it ahead. Still a lot of that transition game into play. Olsen will try one. Bounces a shot. That won't go by Isaacson. Picks up his own rebound. Circles back into dangerous territory. And he can't capitalize that time either. Very good solo effort by Walsh, and you can tell why he's taking his time to the bench. Got to be exhausted after that. Stays in play here, and it's picked up by Singleton.
Look at this. Wooden. Oh, I thought he was about to set a screen for Singleton.
I was about to say, it's one of the questions I had for them. How many more times are we going to see that Wooden screen Singleton shot combo? Mike Wooden can set screens. There's no question about that.
I know we crack jokes a little bit about it, but it's a fundamental part of the game.
It's efficient. But it's Madison now with a 2-0 start to this second half. Talon Luttrell scores his 2nd goal.
I think we might be seeing signs of the Bobcats just coming out a little cold in the second half. We were talking to Mike Wooden, and he said, I made a joke saying maybe they should make half times a little bit longer, but he's like, no, they should make it shorter just so we don't get cold and we stay warm. And the Bobcats might be suffering from that longer halftime right now, as coming out a little cold in the second half.
You feel like they really didn't need that break. They had so many good looks at the end of the first half. 3 straight fast breaks, and Isaacson just stopped them all. Williams now attacking. He misses. And that one comes out of play. They could use something from Walsh. Who's got the ball in his pocket right now. Past halfway through the possession. Walsh still with it. Drives to the net. He falls into the crease. Does not matter. We play on as Madison collected the rebound. Launched ahead and too far. Fugere will get a hold of it. What's he going to do here on the clear? That one up towards the ceiling, but never hits it. Now Hayes. Stuttering. He's got Wooden. Wooden not exactly ready for it. And now here comes Madison again. It's Williams. All the time in the world. What's he going to do? Just goes right in with a shot. He could have got it a little closer.
Yeah, I think Williams was trying to set up a sweat goal right there, hoping his teammate was going to rally with him, but decided to take it himself and unable to get it to go.
So much back and forth, and now finally Luttrell realizes he's got a full 30 to work with. Late changes for Naperville, allowing some openings. Walker has a shooting lane to score.
That was beautiful shot placement right there by Walker. Able to go right through the 5-hole of Bruce Fugere. And those bounce shots, especially on a floor like this, are really unpredictable and hard to save. As we see, Fugere was unable to save that one.
Second lamplighter for Liam. And all of a sudden, it's 11-7. Not what we expected out of the gate here in the second half. Martino does win this face-off, though, and they need a jolt. This guy could deliver it. Singleton, one of these two, really. Martino. He might go for goal. Dodges by one. A couple of fakes, then just forks it wide to the far post. Singleton, he's going to muscle his way by Walker. Swim through 2. Ball loose out in front. Nobody there to collect it.
Good display of footwork right there by Singleton and Martino.
Paredes laid one off. Good opportunity there for Yarworth. Now Wooden starting the clear. It's Walsh again. Picking up his pace per usual. Fakes the pass. Goes underhand and scores. Exactly what Naperville needed.
Yeah. In lacrosse, you need to be able to learn how to shoot with your left hand and your right hand. But right there, we see an underhand shot. And those are kind of slept on, but a good way of scoring and catching the goalie off guard.
Especially when all we've seen is the overhand or the sidearm. Nobody's really gone low to low today, and
yeah.
Therefore, Dolan Isaacson or Bruce Fugere hypothetically wouldn't be ready for it, and it goes to prove its point. Fresh breath of air for Naperville, but then it's taken right back by Madison. And it's Yarworth. Yarworth tiptoeing across. He might have been in the crease. Will play on. And here comes Walsh. Walsh leads ahead. Just couldn't be handled by Townsend.
Starting to see this approach of having a one-man back. As you see, Mike Wooden was the man back for the Bobcats. I wonder if that has anything to do with stamina. I'm assuming it might.
Yarworth, save. Beats Wooden to the ground ball, slides it across. Caritas, save Fugere, who just falls down. Hopefully that's not a fall in pain, and I think it is. Looks like that shot struck him up high. Get another look at it from our replay right here. No. We're a little delayed.
Thankfully,
back
it seems
underway.
that Fuger's all right. He might have caught one in between his neck guard and his chest plate.
Probably does not feel too good. Apologize for all the silence there. We're getting some information that we're not sure if we're doing the third game now. Trying to figure it out. All we've got to worry about is this one in front of us at the moment.
And the 8-11 game right now, still anybody's matchup. Fuger swallows that one up. Unable to recollect it. The Milkmen have a second chance opportunity. Rips the goal. Another save by Fuger as they battle for the rebound. Hayes gets himself in there, and it's going to be Martino clearing it out.
Nice look there from Walsh, and he slots that through. Just like that, back to a 2-goal game.
Yeah. Walsh with another underhand goal right there, catching Isaacson off guard. You gotta hope Fuger is okay. He's on his knee right now, maybe still feeling the effects of that shot. But there's not a backup goalie, unfortunately, for the Bobcats.
Relatively easy face-off win for Martino. Tim Martino, he's got a lane, and it almost made it a 1-goal game.
I'll tell you what, Martino is so fast and twitchy.
Slid across, overhand score. Lane Keisley add another unique goal scorer to the list. How cool is that? Lane Keisley, nothing logged in his college days. Don't believe he has ever played college lacrosse. He only played in high school, and he graduated just 2 years ago. So the young gun getting on the board.
There you go. Another goal scorer for the Milkmen. What is that, their 8th different goal scorer?
I think 9,
9. Wow.
with now 12 in total. I'm pretty sure they have, I think everybody might have scored.
Yeah, I think I was counting right there.
I think we're missing one.
Sharing the love.
So Timos Lislo hasn't, but I think everybody else has. So you know they're trying to get Tim a goal if they get the chance. Number 42 in blue. Martino's fixing some equipment in the meantime. So yeah, confirming pending approval from the league. Looks like they're going to reset the shot clock here, or put it down to 20. So 4 seconds erased from this possession. Nice grab by Harris. Get to that information in a moment. In the meantime, Max Harris, he's got 1 goal. Green Bay, Wisconsin native. Bit of space, gives across, and created more space. Fuger makes a nice punching save to let us know that he's back.
Yeah, great save right there by Fuger. They had numbers.
So 3-on-1. Singleton goes across, and the worst possible thing happens. Just suddenly dropped by Martino, but darting back in comes Singleton, and he scores.
Great effort right there by Singleton, able to collect his rebound and make a move, get inside, take a shot, and score.
Hat trick for Singleton. So pending approval from the league, the next game here is going to be played at 1:30. And then the following will be played at 5:15, but at Salt Creek. We are going to see if we can maybe make it for that third game. Here's Martino going across, and that one won't go. Our plan is to do that game.
Yeah.
Realistically, we should be done here by 3:30. Yeah, we should be fine. Maybe even get a bite to eat, man. It's actually a lot more time than I thought.
Well, the Portagers are going to have to make that trip too, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
It
If
takes
they
us
can do
what?
it, we can do it.
Maybe 30 minutes to set up even, maybe less since we've already got it down today. You guys are really getting a good behind-the-scenes look.
Yeah. What it takes to make a broadcast happen.
Maybe we'll just keep it running live. I mean, we're on Xfinity Wi-Fi. I'm pretty sure we could just walk out of this building and keep live streaming. Just live stream our trip back.
Yeah, a little road trip vlog.
Yarworth gives it off. I'm very happy we will have truly reliable Wi-Fi when we get over to the creek. And you know what? I don't mind it. It's been my spot for 5 years now. Be nice to do one more game there.
Yeah.
Good save, Fugere. Olsen getting bullied in the corner. And a late hit from Townsend sends Caritas into the wall. He'll keep a note of that. In the meantime, it's Walsh with another.
2-goal game now. Excuse me, 1-goal game.
If I can count correctly, that looks to be the double hat trick goal for Walsh as well. Pretty good.
Yeah.
Just like that, 12-11. We just keep battling back and forth. Yarworth almost slipped there. Feeds it across. Walker. Waiting. Now he shoots and snipes it home. How about the game that Liam Walker has had? That's now the hat trick. Most goals by any Milkman player.
Yeah, just a good shot right there. Good shot selection. Right through. I mean, you see Wooden with his arms out. He didn't expect it. That might have gone through his legs and Fugere's.
It's one you feel you have to have if you're Bruce in net.
Yeah.
Always an offensive battle that Madison usually plays in. Their offense has been relatively quiet this season, though. You look at last year, nearly 14 goals a game on the season. That was second in the conference. This year, they're averaging 7.5. That's the worst, behind Naperville, who's averaging 8 coming into this one. Nice dodge by Walsh. That's a beautiful pass. Can Singleton finish it? He can! What a sequence. And Brandon Singleton bringing some life back to this Bobcat bench.
As you said, terrific pass right there to set up Singleton. And Singleton, he really put some on that shot. I think he fell over from it. Hopefully he's all right. It does look like he limped off.
I can tell you from watching Brandon Singleton play for 4+ years now, he will be all right. Probably top 3 toughest guy
Yeah?
that I've ever seen in this league.
Who are the other two? Not to put you on the spot.
No, it's fair. Curtis is pretty tough. Austin Curtis on Chicago. If I had to name another that's in that. Good pass here. And it's put home by Walsh. We are tied at 13.
Yeah, that was a great sequence. Everybody's saying nice pass, Bruce. That was a good pass by Bruce.
We don't credit the goalies enough, do we?
Nah, I got to show some appreciation. Some goalie love is always wanted. And that was like a pitch perfect clear. Any coach would be proud to see that.
You just see the exhaustion on both these sides right now.
Yeah.
And we've still got 17 minutes and 58 seconds left to play. 2:58 left here in the third.
For the Bobcats, they don't have another game after this, so they can really go all pedal to the metal. But as we've mentioned and as you said during halftime, the Milkmen have a back-to-back today. Interested to see if they can serve any of that energy. But in a tight game like this, I doubt we see that.
Shot from Madison, saved by Fougere with the shot clock running low. What a pass. My goodness, Townsend is all alone. Couple of fakes. What a save by Isaacson. What a sequence. Then it's bounced out of play by Body.
What a pass indeed. Fugere is probably a little upset he didn't get credited with an assist there.
Again.
Yeah.
Just continue to go back and forth. Portager's starting to arrive in the building. Trying to prey on what will be an already tired Milkman team. Williams, save made Fougere. And you'd have to assume Madison's moving all the chips in. They're trying to win this game.
Yeah.
Not worried about the next one at the moment.
And as a player,
Oh,
like,
my, shake and bake. Walsh, a couple of fakes and the finish. Noah Walsh is an individual highlight reel today here to get this Saturday started in Bensonville.
That
That's his
was
8th goal.
8th goal.
He's just Naperville's Paul Ruskowski. Simple as that.
Naperville's Luke Jorden.
All right, pal. I thought we were told not to lie to our audience.
I'm not lying. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Jorden was the man.
In JV.
No.
I think I had one goal in varsity sophomore
One
year.
goal?
It was against Huntley when we lost like 17-1. I had our
Okay.
only goal.
But
It
you
was
were
like the
only
one
goal,
game my
though.
parents weren't at either.
Are you serious?
Yeah. They were on vacation. I told them, they're like, you're kidding. Here's Walsh darting to the goal once again. He's just got an unlimited fuel tank. But that time, Isaacson's down for the save. There goes Yarworth. Jared Yarworth, look at that. He put Mike Wooden on skates.
You had to give Mike Wooden the benefit of the doubt with the court being a little dull, maybe dusty, but yeah. A little stop, and Wooden just slides.
I haven't seen somebody move like that on this floor yet. Oh my gosh. I mean, that's an incredible move.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Martino going to goal, and that's off the pipe and in. How about that for an answer?
Yeah. What a response for the Bobcats, and what a game we got going on today.
I mean, this is great.
Yeah. Martino is just a ball of energy for the Bobcats. Takes the face-offs. He's running back and forth. He's scoring goals. He's
my
putting them up
goodness.
1 here in the third quarter. Look at that pass from Martino.
And Kaihei scores now. It's his turn. He's got the hat trick. And Naperville has come out of the grave. Just a lackluster start to the third quarter for them. They were down by 3 at one point. And now they're up by 2.
Yeah.
It's Harris. Can't answer. And that's it on 3. Wow, what a fun quarter.
Yeah.
We just keep the goals coming. 16-14. 9 goals in the third for Naperville. It's not half bad. Gonna step away for just a moment here on YouTube. Welcome back here. It's time for the fourth. Good one here. Naperville 16, Madison 14 as we welcome you back to the broadcast end. Not the broadcast booth. We're behind the east end goal per se from your viewpoint. Happy to have you here watching a great game here in the BLL today. Madison has controlled a good majority of this game, and you started to feel at the start of the second half, just about 15 minutes ago, that it was their game. It was their game to win. A good start after already a 1-goal lead through 30 minutes, and then Naperville has just found a sudden fuel.
Yeah.
It's really incredible. It's going to be Wooden and Harris on the opening faceoff of the fourth.
I think Naperville can taste that first win on the season. So close, 15 minutes away from the first win on the season for the Bobcats.
This weekend, their best opportunity. You got the home game against Madison, who's not bad at all. And then you've got tomorrow against the Rivermen, who ideally Naperville should be favored in, especially with the Fort Wayne team on the road, but you never know what can happen.
Yeah. That's a long drive from Fort Wayne.
Tell me about it.
You had to do it, right?
Yep, just about 2 weeks ago. It's very weird. You take a highway for 2 hours, and then you take a, almost kind of like a rand road for 2 hours.
Really?
Yes. It's very bizarre.
That is odd.
Here's Yarworth. But yeah, usually 3.5 hours, but then traffic comes into play, and
Of course. Yeah.
Simius, assuming that they ventured in today on a Saturday, probably 3:45, 3:50 maybe. Near 4 hours, maybe 4 with stops. Here comes Walsh. Defended by Williams. Walsh wide of the net. Hayes there for the rebound. Took a second to corral and puts it up. Great save by Isaacson. How about that for a two-way sequence? And now Olsen coming back in. See a call from the bench. Take your time. Walsh will now do that. Backdoor feed. Singleton's got a lot of room here. Singleton opens up. Isaacson got a piece of it. Lost his glove as he tries to capture it and keep things together.
Great sequence right now for the Bobcats. They know they're up. They're going to take their time with the shot clock.
But now time runs out. Shot clock violation or over and back, whichever way you want to call it. It's Madison ball. Hope to see you guys all for the next one. It's Madison and Chicago, starting 30 minutes earlier. And then a slightly later game at the Creek. Calls for dinner on the way there, if you ask me.
Might have to second that.
Maybe too early, but I don't know.
A lunch dinner.
Yeah. Here's Williams. Saved by the hand of Fugier. Followed up and punched away. And here we go. Hail Mary type play. Cannot connect this time, and Martino just backs off. $30 goals in this game. We've had some very hectic games with Madison in the past. Leaping try by Yarworth won't go. Picked up by Keisley. Now Williams. Definitely a couple of you that remember some of the meetings between Madison and Chicago the last few years. There was a 25-23 one.
What a shootout that was.
Surely a BLL record for most goals in a game, but you never know. Time running slim. And not much of a look there for Luttrell as it flies out of play. Naperville has really started to lock down things defensively.
And I'm interested to see what they do on the offensive side. We saw their first possession where they took their time, and they're up. They need time to kill, and that's looking like what they're going to do here.
Here's Walsh. Fed in front. A try for Martino won't go. And now Williams turning on the Jets. He might just go right to the net. Instead feeds it across. Paredes for Keisley. He is rocked by Singleton. Oh my gosh. That's why I never want to cut on that man.
Yeah. That is not
Paredes.
the first time we've seen Singleton deliver a big hit.
He's so nice too, but if he sees a chance to lay you out, he will.
I was about to say, he's a great guy.
Got a penalty here on Martino, it appears. And this will lead to a chance now
And this is
for
the
Madison.
first man up opportunity for for Madison.
No, they're calling it on Singleton.
Oh, for the hit?
I mean, surely not the hit. Look clean.
Maybe it was
He
too
followed
hard.
through.
Sometimes,
He had hands on his chest.
sometimes you get taxed for hitting someone too hard.
So now Madison's first man up. How will it go? Do they look for Walker, who's already got 3? Instead, Yarworth. Costly start. Nope. Got tipped. No over and back. Pardon me. Isaacson comes out to play it. 30-year goaltender for Madison. Here comes Walker. Overhand shot. Rattles off. Hit a part of the ceiling, and that counts as out of play. So that's nice for Madison. It stops the time you get to keep it in the offensive end. Or do you? They technically started it on Isaacson's pass, but not much time lost. Yarworth. Caritas. Walker for Caritas again. Yarworth will try. Tough to corral here on the wall. And here comes Walsh. Left-handed shot. Saved by Isaacson. Don't know if he was exactly ready for that.
Seems like Walsh could have taken a few more steps to get closer to the net. Just let one rip instead. He had a defender trailing him.
About 40 seconds remain on the man up. Chance out in front. Could not be followed up by Radoslaw, who is that one Milkmen player roster today still without a goal. That is how spread out they have been. Everybody else has struck.
Let's see if the Milkmen double the ball. They should, given their man up, and they need the ball back. That's what they're going to do.
Hayes is open. They can't find him. Good effort by Townsend to pull it back in. Townsend shoots it wide. Out of play and Madison ball. Singleton is released, and we're back to even. Put wide by Williams. Caritas. Backdoor feed. Nice dodge. Radoslaw going to goal. Saved by Fugere. Now Williams getting across. Couldn't swipe it in. Crease violation as is. It's Walsh. Well defended. Walsh still gets by. Leaps in the air and scores. That's right, Wooden. Give me that Sports Center chime. That's his 9th goal of the game. He's got over half the share now for Naperville.
The triple hat trick from Walsh. What an effort by him. Not only on that goal, as that was impressive, but on the whole day. 9 goals. He's going to extend his team's lead by 3 as they slowly but surely inch forward to their first win of the season.
Overhand try, saved by Fugere. Approximately 53% of the Naperville goals today have come from one guy. It's pretty crazy. Caritas across. Yarworth with a chance the other way, and now finally they find a hole past Fugere. He has made so many consistent saves in this fourth, and it's taken a little while for Madison to get some momentum back, but they have obtained it now. It's going to be one heck of a finish. .651 to go here.
What a game we've been treated to today. You can't really ask for much better. 2 goals headed into the last 7 minutes of the game.
We've seen it all, that's for sure. Latrill. Just try to backhand center it in front. Latrell gets it again. Yard sale on the scene while everybody fights for it in the corner, and dead ball slash on the way here, and Mike Wooden is the culprit.
Wooden got a little too excited right there.
So Madison, after not a single try on the man up until this quarter, they get their second now of the game. First penalty was on Singleton for a rough, and now a slash. Tim Martino just tried to get the ball from the bench, and he's got the walk of shame now as his glove fell off onto the floor. It happens. And back underway we go. Yarworth goes wide. Good corral on the near side by Caritas. Otherwise, that one was going to rattle out. Save Fugere in front, picked up Walsh. And now it's 30 seconds to kill. Walsh coming down Broadway. Noah Walsh does not care who is in his way. One hands a shot into the pocket of Isaacson with a nice save.
And the velocity on that shot is impressive to shoot a ball with a good amount of power on it with one hand. And I believe that was his left hand, too.
Yep. Williams. A little bit of space in the middle. They won't go to it yet. Yarworth now will shoot. That got deflected, it looked. No, it did not. Over and back. Just a bad shot. And now, finally, a timeout used in the second half. Took a while. But here in Chicago, we learned timeouts are better used than not. Glad we could catch that reference over here. You think Nate would get it over there? Probably not.
I think so. Nate's got some ball knowledge on him nowadays.
Some. Keyword some.
It is a lot better than, what, 5 years ago?
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Like, tremendously.
Tremendously, I agree.
Me and him were chatting up about the Cubs earlier.
Yeah, he's been following the Cubs a good amount.
Yeah.
Look at that. 56-44, the shots in favor of Madison. So it's really big game here by Fugere. But Isaacson has been tested. Very curious if anybody in the live chat knows what analogy I dropped there on the Chicago reference. No live chat today. You guys are quiet. Usually got at least 2 to 3 in there. Got 2 more games to experience live chat, though. I think we'll get there. 2 Portagers games coming up next. This is, good point by our producer, Rad. This is the first game we've done on this channel that does not feature the Portagers in any kind. But we're here. Why wouldn't we do it? And we're glad we did. 2-goal game now. With little time on the clock. 5:10. Not sure what we're waiting on here. There we go. And it's Naperville trying to protect and even add on to their lead. Very spread out here. Hayes slowly backpedaling. Not a great pass. Sun over and back. Not much Olsen could do except maybe just try to get his body in front of it.
Almost like a catcher trying to block a wild pitch. That's all he could have done.
Far side Walker. Good feed. And Osleeslow the finish. Everybody in a Madison uniform that's a player has scored. Maybe Dylan Isaacson's next. Heck.
Yeah. 1-goal game now.
Wow. Just when you thought Naperville was going to start to run away with it, Madison has their answer. I mean, I'm sure if RCB's listening, Ranked Sure's Bets, our partner for the past years, who's now moved into Iowa, he'd be saying it's a game of runs. And As much as I hate to admit he's right sometimes, he's right.
Yeah, he'd be right. There's been multiple times in this game where we thought a team was going to pull through and the other team just responds back.
Singleton down for Hayes. Nice feed. Put just wide by Walsh. Battled for and won back now by Luttrell. And they could be one shot away from tying this game at 17. Talon Luttrell trying to freight train off Wooden. Timeout called Madison. .336 on the clock.
I think that's a smart timeout right there by Madison. They have a big opportunity right here to tie this game up. I can only assume in the huddle they're talking about what they want and how they want it.
Last road games of the season here for Madison. They're trying to start the first half of the doubleheader strong. An offense that has really come to life. We talked about how much they've struggled. 7.5 goals a game on average. They've more than doubled that today. This total is even above their average from last year, where they were incredible at nearly 14. They were swept by Chicago last year, but they swept Naperville, so trying to recreate more of the same. It's pretty funny. 2-0 all-time versus Naperville, 0-12 all-time against Chicago.
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
goes
just
to show the
looking today.
dominance.
Sorry.
You said?
Just looking today, I mean, you would not think that that Madison only scores 7.5 goals a game.
Mm-hmm.
Their offense has definitely been their focal point today. We've mentioned
And this
it.
is them on the road, too.
Yeah. We've mentioned it countless times how they're sharing the rock, everybody's scoring, and they're really seems like they're kind of gelling together right here against Naperville.
All right, here we go. So out of the timeout, what do they draw up? A lot of rotation. It looks good. Now it's Yarworth with the slide on him. Yarworth trying to get to the outside, dumps it off. Not much time to shoot, 6 seconds, and it's number 6, Williams, with a shot that won't go. And although they don't score here, not a bad look, and they've got plenty of time. But right now the worry is about defending this guy. He's got 9 goals. Noah Walsh just gives it off to Singleton. Martino. Back for Brandon Singleton. Starts the movement, shoots from distance, and a save by Isaacson. Ground ball up for grabs. Walsh picks it up. Does he have 10 in him? Not there.
What a goal that would have been.
My goodness. Swim move now. Feeds across. Coming in is Kai Hayes. Kai Hayes, while stumbling, bounces that one into the netting. You can just see the immediate intensity increase here in these last couple of minutes. Two teams with short benches have been trying to pace themselves all day. But it's time to lay it all out on the floor.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The intensity has been turned up in this fourth quarter.
Yarworth lost it. 2:20 to go. Who wants it more in the corner? Oh, it's Lieslow, just wide. Caritas has to shoot. 2 on the clock. And he goes wide. Shot clock violation. Don't blink. It's Walsh up ahead. Gets off to the right hand. Fakes. Hits the pipe. My goodness. And it's Harris back the other way.
Just about 100 seconds left now.
Caritas collects. Luttrell going to goal. Lost it last second. Townsend has it now. Everybody looking up at the time. I've got to peek behind me and look up too. 119,
Oh,
118.
look at that pass. Oh, my goodness.
And it's Hayes up ahead. The one time I look away, right?
Kicked it. Kicked it to Hayes.
Wow. How's that? How much time left here, and they are playing very conservative. They'll get a last-second look, though. Hayes scores! A big one for Kai.
What a shot right there by Kai Hayes. I mean, it looked like there was no room for that to go in.
It just looked like a last-second prayer, and it
Yeah.
was.
Isaacson was hugging the left post, and the ball found its way to sneak through.
Got a lot of
55
conversation
seconds.
here. They have to reset the clock. Some bled off after that goal. 55 is what I can see from my sharpest of angles.
Yeah, I think that's right.
So the camera's actually in a beautiful spot, but we're behind the east end, so we are right under the scoreboard. Half the time we're guessing.
This
A
is where you
huge
just-
face-off win.
Yeah, you just possess the ball right here and kill it. You're fine taking a shot clock violation.
Martino trying to fight off two. Tim Martino with Naperville lunging closer to their first win of the season. Well, Hayes might as well shoot now. And he puts it to sleep. Kai Hayes takes over late time in this one. And Naperville is going to find that first win. They're saying run it out.
Kai Hayes with a little good night celebration. Fitting as he put the dagger in this one.
And now they're saying don't run it out. Well, it seemed like they're about to gather together and finish this thing up. There's still 26 seconds, so. Shot clock is off. And here is Yarworth. They've got to move really fast. This just isn't quick enough. Save Fugere. That'll do it. They've waited quite a while. 9 days from a year since their last win. 356 days. You can forget it and reset the clock. Naperville finds their first win of the season in a hectic, cinematic matchup with the Madison Milkmen. What a game.
Yeah, that took the words right out of my mouth. What a game indeed. That was back and forth. In the last 4 minutes in the fourth quarter, that intensity was cranked to 11.
Yeah.
Despite the Milkmen having to play in about 30-ish minutes. They left it all out on the floor, and they fall to 2-3, but the Bobcats improved to 1-5 on the season. What an amazing win for that team.
Simply put, they've got to put this game behind them if they're Madison, as the Portages are already starting to walk out on the floor and get warmed up.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit of a short warm-up period for the Portagers, and Madison was the farthest from needing one, so we're expected to meet back with you here in about 20 minutes. Chicago and Madison coming up next after this one. If you're not joining us for that one, maybe we'll see you for the next one, or we'll see you tomorrow when the Bobcats play the Rivermen. One way or another, I'm going to say see you later, or see you for the next one here. Rad Gorz, our producer, Nate Roy, our cameraman, Christian Courtney, our color commentator. This is Luke Jorden saying so long on a big win for the Bobcats, 19-16 here to open up 3 games on this Saturday from Bensonville and Palatine.